Overpowered Pokémon. Most players hate them, and the players that use them as crutches will defend them till their dying breath. Someone out there legitimately believes that Urshifu isn't broken, as if it doesn't completely throw the metagame on its head whenever it's present. Some people legitimately believe that Calyrex Shadow Rider having a 120 base power spread move with 100% accuracy isn't just a teensy bit much. And with these stats, this ability...
Alright, you know what? That's the last f***ing straw. Alright, I don't f***ing need this. Alright, you, this, and
Calyrex.
So why does this keep happening? Well, for one, Game Freak just isn't very good at balancing. Like, at all. Incineroar nullifies so many other support Pokemon by its mere existence that it honestly is kind of hilarious. It fits into so many niches that several other Pokemon individually filled all by itself, and yet it gets buffed every generation. Second, a lot of the overpowered Pokemon that are introduced have the distinction of being one of the main big legendaries of their respective generation or DLC. Terapagos, Miraidon, Calyrex Shadow Rider, and Ice Rider, Urshifu, Zacian, Necrozma, Xerneas, Kyurem, Groudon, and Kyogre, and of course, Smeargle. Some of these have been consistent metagame-defining threats since they came out. Groudon and Kyogre came out in 2002. This has been going on since 2002. Why don't they just stop making these Pokemon so overpowered? I feel like I'm going insane. The answer? I don't really know. Like, I guess it makes sense to make your box legendaries the most powerful Pokemon in their respective generation, but then why isn't it all of them? Why is Zacian so much stronger than Zamazenta? Why will you get laughed at for using one legendary and feared for using the other one from the same generation? This is seriously a case of coughing baby versus atomic bomb. Oh, you like Palkia? Well, that's too bad. Just use Heatran. Heatran isn't even a box legendary, and it has consistently overshadowed the other legendaries in its generation. Unless, of course, you're like a 12-year-old using a full team of hacked shiny Arceuses. And if that's the case, if they just want one legendary from each generation to be a meta-defying threat, then why don't they just nerf them in the next generation? And that's happened before. Zacian got nerfed between generations 8 and 9, so it's not like they've never thought about this. Darkrai got nerfed hard between generations 6 and 7. Dark Void's accuracy was reduced from 80% to an almost unusable 50%. Now Darkrai will never be the meta-defining threat that it was. Oh wait, I'm sorry. That wasn't a nerf to Darkrai. It was a nerf to the better Darkrai, also known as Smeargle. So if they can so easily nerf such a godlike being, then what's to stop them from doing this consistently? I know some of you out there hate the concept of nerfs because Shadow Rider is your favorite Pokemon. So therefore, it's perfect and balanced, and every single Pokemon you ever run into has Stab Sucker Punch that you just play around because you're the greatest player in the world. But for those of us who live in the real world, there's nothing more frustrating than getting absolutely swept by something that most people agree is just a poorly balanced Pokemon. So how do we stop this problem? What can we do? Well, besides complaining incessantly on social media, which totally works, guys, trust me. I guess just run Sucker Punch on everything?
I don't really want this.
Realistically, if Game Freak has been doing the same thing with these overpowered Pokemon every generation, it's highly unlikely that they're ever gonna stop. Next generation, we're probably gonna have a Pokemon whose stats put Mega Rayquazas to shame, and it's gonna have a spread move with 150 base power that hits through Protect. I mean, with Urshifu, we're honestly not that far off, so. And you're gonna have people like me complaining about how broken and not fun it is to go against, while plenty of annoying people are gonna use it on a team with all the other broken legendaries. Whatever, bro, just get good and use the exact same team as I and 1,000 other 11-year-olds are using. But then as soon as you swap to your full fear tactic team and beat them since they have no idea what they're doing, you'll get called a hacker. It's the circle of life, you see. It's just the natural order of things. This is truly the purest of interactions within the Pokemon fandom, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, maybe without Smeargle.